6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ignition. Engines full power and liftoff. Go Falcon, go Globalstar.
M1D chamber pressure is nominal.
At T plus 30 seconds into flight, Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The vehicle is currently throttling down to prepare for max Q, the point of maximum aerodynamic stress.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Hearing some good callouts that systems are looking nominal so far. Max Q is reached when the air density of the atmosphere decreases faster
Falcon is supersonic.
than the increasing speed of the rocket.
Max Q.
And there's max Q. Now we have several events coming up in quick succession here, which are main engine cutoff, stage separation, second stage engine start, or SES1, and start of the boost back burn. You can follow along with the timeline on the graphics on the screen. First up, main engine cutoff, or MECO, is when all 9 engines on the first stage shut down. This is followed by stage separation, where the first and second stages are pushed apart. Immediately after that, the second stage engine will ignite to continue pushing towards orbit. This is also known as second engine start 1, or SES1. Then, shortly after that, the first stage will perform a boost back burn, putting it on track for landing. Let's stand by for those events, which should start in just about 10 seconds here.
MECO. Stage separation confirmed. MVAC startup.
Stage 1 boost back startup.
And there we heard confirmation of all of those events that happened back to back. And we got some really sweet views there of stage separation. So again, those events were main engine cutoff, stage separation, second stage engine start 1, and start of the boost back burn. Coming up next will be fairing separation. This is when the 2 fairing halves separate and fall away as they are no longer needed to protect the payload once in space.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And there's confirmation of fairing separation. Wow, look at that view. And those are our satellites for Globalstar right there. So now those fairings will be making their way back for recovery. The boost back burn, meanwhile, is continuing on stage 1 as it heads towards landing zone 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station.
Stage 1 boost back shutdown.
And there's confirmation of boost back N. The next major milestone coming up is the entry burn on Falcon 9's first stage. This is scheduled to occur at the T plus 6 minute and 15 second mark. The entry burn is used to slow the first stage as it heads back to landing zone 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Without the entry burn, Falcon 9 would only be using the atmospheric drag to slow it down, and that would add a lot of extra stress to the vehicle. That's why we do the entry burn, and after the entry burn, the booster will initiate the landing burn. This will slow the vehicle down even further for a precise landing.
Nominal trajectory.
To help steer the first stage as it returns to Earth, Falcon 9 is equipped with 4 hypersonic grid fins positioned near the top of the first stage. Now, when weather is clear, we often get a really nice view of those grid fins, but since it's nighttime, we'll have to see whether we get that view or not. Now, if you're just joining us today, today's mission, we will be delivering 8 Globalstar satellites to orbit. These satellites will integrate into the existing Globalstar constellation. The Globalstar satellites that we are delivering to orbit will help replenish aging assets in the fleet and ensure the continued performance and reliability of the Globalstar network. So the next milestone that we're coming up on will be that entry burn. You should see the graphics light up on the screen as the engines do once we start doing that entry burn.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
There's that call out for the entry burn startup. This burn will last about 17 seconds, slowing down the vehicle and prep for its final burn and landing.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
And that concludes the booster's entry burn. Now it's a little hard to see, but on the left of your screen, that's the booster coming back down to Earth, and you can just make out that pattern of the grid fin on the right-hand side of that image.
Stage 1 FTS is safe.
Stage 1 transonic.
We should hear that call out for the landing burn in just a few moments here.
Stage 1 landing burn.
And there is that call out for the landing burn startup on the Falcon 9 first stage. This is the final burn that this booster will execute leading up to landing.
Stage 1 landing leg deployed. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And landing confirmed.
Stage 2 FTS safe.
That marks the 14th landing for this booster. Coming up quickly is second engine cutoff 1, or SECO 1. This is the shutdown of the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage.
MVAC shutdown.
Great call out. That was the completion of the first of 2 burns by the MVAC engine.
Insertion.
Good orbital